Ladies and gentlemen, you ever be on a job or in school and you'll see someone act out and do something nasty to another person, and they always got somebody that will defend their evil? You'll say, what that person did was wrong, and you'll always have the one person come forward. So and so is a nice person. Like, who the fuck cares about that? And quite frankly, I wish y'all would stop doing that mess. If somebody does something evil, don't nobody give a goddamn about them being a nice person. Okay? What you're saying don't add up to a hill of beans. Who the fuck cares about a killer being a nice person, or somebody that does something reckless to you being a nice person? Who the hell cares about that? So anyway, his former roommate wants to come forward after this monster has killed 12 people to say he was a nice person, y'all. He was a nice person. Sometimes, you ever heard of just being humble and keeping your mouth shut? No, I guess that doesn't apply to them. There ain't no way, if somebody does something heinous like this, I'm going to come forward and talk about them being nice. I think I would just be humble and just be quiet. But I guess some people and some groups of people on this earth never was taught to be humble. So they will put themselves out here, pull their pants down, show their ass, and make a complete ass of themselves. So now we got a defender of Ian Long that has cropped up on the scene and want to insist that this was not a bad person, y'all. He wasn't bad. He was not. I mean, do you all feel better now that you know Ian was not a bad person? Well, ladies and gentlemen, here are the victims right here. Look like 3 females and 9 males that he killed. I wonder if their families are sitting around talking about, I bet you Ian was a nice person. I highly doubt that. And personally, I don't even think they would want to listen to nothing like that. I know I wouldn't if you killed my kid. I don't give a fuck about you being no nice person. And if you got in my face with that crap, I'm going to cuss your ass out. But I guess that's how I would handle it. Former roommate of Thousand Oaks shooter Ian Long says he's not a bad person. He's not a bad person, y'all. He's not bad. Do you all care? I wonder if the victim's family care that he was not a bad person. Do you know how stupid you sound? Like I said, humble yourself. Humble yourself. Be quiet. Be humble. You can see humbleness was never taught in the household. The former roommate of borderline bar shooter Ian David Long said he was very shocked to learn about Wednesday's massacre at Thousand Oaks, California, that left 12 people dead, because he remembered the gunman as a good person who kept to himself. You hear that, y'all? He was good and he kept to himself. Now, if you think he was good and kept to himself, would these folks be dead? Blake Winnett, who lived with Long for more than 2 years, said during an appearance on NBC Today that he initially thought Long was one of the victims because he couldn't see the former Marine doing anything like that. I just want to set the record straight. Here he goes, y'all. He's going in. He wasn't a bad person. Ladies and gentlemen, whenever somebody says that to you, do you feel better about the situation? Nobody ever does. Nobody ever does. Just making a statement like that when people do things wrong is just counterproductive. It doesn't work. No one feels better that you said this ain't a bad person. It's about as flat as a pancake as far as what you're saying. It falls as flat as a pancake because nobody cares. I don't know, y'all. What do you think? Do you think these victim families care that he was a nice person? Do you really think? Usually people don't care. Them making these statements are just asinine, but let's go on. Authorities said Long was dressed in all black and armed with a Glock 21 45 caliber gun when he walked into Borderline Bar and Grill and started shooting into the crowd that was there for college country night. Several witnesses say they saw smoke bombs before the gunfire erupted. The bar, a known hotspot for country music fans, was hosting an event for 18 and older, people that were 18 and older, when the shooting started at 11:20 p.m. Pacific time. 12 people, including a Ventura sheriff's sergeant, who went inside after arriving and hearing gunfire, died. And almost a dozen people were left injured. Long, a former Marine, was found dead inside the bar from what authorities believe to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Unfortunately, he did whatever he did, and whatever reason he has for that, I don't know. I'm still talking to other friends trying to figure out because I'm confused. It doesn't seem like him, said Winnett. Well, these families got to plan funerals, and I think it was him. All right, let's go on. Winnett met Long roughly 6 years ago after he posted an ad on Craigslist for a roommate. Winnett said Long, 28, was a great roommate. Remember the pipe bomb and employer? Oh, he was a great employee, phenomenal. And this is what she had to say. Like I said, they don't have no humbleness about themselves. Not humble at all. According to Winnett, Long was in school to become a trainer and went to the gym a lot. From what I know, he was a great person. Y'all, does this seem like a great person would kill 12 people? I'm just wondering. I guess we all measure greatness differently. I don't see this as greatness. I see that as a failure. But let's go ahead. I mean, everybody has their quirks, but there's really nothing I can say out of the ordinary. I mean, he was going to school, he was living his life. Winnett said he's now trying to figure out why Long opened fire inside the bar. I want to understand this. I like the guy. No humbleness. I guess they don't teach their families to be humble. I guess this must be something that's missed in their upbringing. Okay, let me go on. I don't know why he would do something like this, Winnett said, adding that the government messed him up. Okay, so it was PTSD. It was a lazy eye. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is the government. Now, he was never diagnosed with PTSD. This is the media's doing and putting that out. So there is no former documentation that shows this man had PTSD. This is the media diagnosing him, not a real medical professional. Just remember that. Well, obviously, he's got an illness, and you guys refer to it as PTSD. Okay, so now the media is now giving diagnosis, y'all. The American media is now diagnosing people. The government should be fixing that. It's his problem, but it's not his fault. Okay, he's going all in with the code, ain't he, y'all? It's not his fault. It's not his fault. I wonder if all these families that got to have all these funerals care that he had PTSD that was never diagnosed by any medical professional, but a diagnosis that comes from the media and his friend, apparently. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. All right, y'all. Do you hear me, y'all? It's not his fault. Mm-mm-mm. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Ian Long was a good person, and what happened was not his fault. This was not his fault. Not his fault, y'all. And the media diagnosed him with PTSD. They are now diagnosing people on top of putting out false narratives. They are now diagnosing people, y'all. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I will see you on the next video. Peace, family.